Hi everyone. Welcome back to Hime to Otome no Yakimochi LOVE, episode 12. So the reason for episode 12 is because the Nanaka option was quite long and it took up all of episode 11. So right now, I'm just showing the differences for the common/divergence route, and it depends on how Kazuki answers Marjolaine. So she asks him in that one scene where, who is your favorite? Or who do you have in mind? So I've already shown the Elise, Sara, and Nanaka options. So Elise feeling distant from Kazuki, Sara wanting to remember the good old days of being kids, and Nanaka teasing Kazuki, kissing him just to get a reaction out of him. So let's see how it goes for the Belleage option. So, as mentioned before, if you click the girls, you get one more option, and you have to answer this correctly to get onto that person's route. And I'll explain once I get past the Belleage option what happens if you answer wrong. So for the Belleage option, you get two options where important friend. Two is, I identify as a member of the opposite sex. So this takes place when Kazuki goes out shopping, and I think he goes to a distant location, and surprisingly, he bumps into Belleage. So Belleage is quite appreciative of Kazuki for helping her understand how life works in Japan. So if you remember, Kazuki finds Belleage having trouble eating onigiri. So she's an international student. Okay, so the correct answer happens to be the second one. So I identify as a member of the opposite sex. Okay, so he tells her. So it's just her outward appearance that makes her seem timid, but she's a strong-willed girl. She can work hard at things that are important to her. Okay. And at first, it may seem like a desire for protection, or perhaps a sense of duty. Kazuki-san, says Belleage. But for now... Oh, so by the way, how are you preparing for the school festival? I guess you are working on a book.
先輩方はやっぱりお忙しくて、気にかけて様子を見に来てくださったりはするんですが。
Well, so my senpais are busy after all, but they do come and check on me out of concern. So the senior club members.
漫画を描くのは初めてですから、少し戸惑っています。
So this is my first time drawing a manga, and I'm a little bit confused. So you're self-taught, right? So that's understandable. And I don't have any knowledge or experience of such things either. So I can't help you with manga or books. So, is it because I'm conscious of being sluggish? And if there is anything I can do for you, even as an amateur, please let me know. So I want to help. So my face is so hot that I could not really look at Belle. So I've been so busy lately too. And I also feel like I want to talk to Belle calmly. So what does mean or mean? And Belleage can't respond. I can see that Belle is also staring intently at my profile today without showing any signs of dismay. Well, of course, so it's a nuisance. Wait, so let's see. Today after school? Huh? So what do you mean?
ご迷惑じゃないならお手伝いお願いしていいですか？私はずっと部室にいますから。
So let's see. If you don't mind, can I help you? So I'll be in the club room all the time. Or more like, well, can you help me? So I'll be there.
何時まででもいますから、ご都合がついたら。
So I'll be there until any time when convenient for you. Okay, so I'll go then. So I'll go and help you with the manga. And it's like she wants to run away, and there's something tickling about the unsteady movement of the heart.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. And I'm imagining the meaning of the feeling that I'm experiencing for the first time. Okay, so Kazuki does go to the club room. So, Belle, I'm here.
ありがとうございます。
So, thank you very much. Oh, wait.
びしょびしょですよ、和樹さん。雨ですか？
Okay, so you seem drenched, Kazuki-san. So, is it raining outside? Raining? Well, it's hot, and I went to wash my face. So, that's why I look drenched. So Belle rushes over and hands me a handkerchief. Okay, so dry up.
そんなに暑いですか？
So is it really that hot? Well, so let's wash the handkerchief and give it back. So now, how can I help you?
どこに行くんですか？
Wait, so where are you going? So I'm going to help you.
ひとまず座ってください。
Okay then, so please sit down then. And in the end, I'm being held in the arms almost as if I'm being cared for, and I sit on a pipe chair. And I don't know why I kept my head cold.
お忙しかったですか？
So wait, are you busy? Well, I don't have free time, but I'm aware of my schedule. But anyways, that's not a problem, so I'm okay.
それなら、はい、ありがたいです。
Well, in that case, then, okay, so thank you. And before I know it, Belle's face is also bright red.
今、コンテですか？設計図のようなものを作ってる段階でして。
So right now, so I'm at the storyboard, and I'm at the stage where I'm making something like a blueprint or like a outline. So I want to figure out what the story is going to be about.
時間があまりないのは分かっているのですが、少しでもいいものを描きたいので、どうしても時間がかかってしまいます。
So I know I don't have much free time, but I want to draw something as good as possible, so I have to take some time. So, what can I help you with?
率直な意見をいただいてもいいですか？
Oh, so I want your honest opinion. So, after tidying up, Belle hands me a stack of manuscript paper. Okay, so I want some ideas on how the story goes.
なるほど。ここのところは情報が多すぎて詰め込みすぎに見えてしまうんですね。
So I see. So there's so much information here that it looks like it's packed in too much. So there are too many ideas, and I wonder if Belleage is looking at previous reference materials. So storyboards for previous manga, books, whatever. So if the number of pages is not decided yet, why not add a few more? So I like to tell us more about the character's feelings. But then again, it's not good to figure out how many pages at the stage. So make sure you get all the content in before you decide how long you want the story to be.
そういうのが感情移入のしやすさにつながるわけですね。わかります。
So that kind of thing makes it easier to understand. Also emphasize. I understand. So Belle, scratching her temple with a pen while making a difficult face, already has the air of a writer. So she is really putting down notes and stuff. Okay, so can I have some tea?
和樹さんにそんなことをしていただくなんて。
Wait, huh? So I can't believe Kazuki-san would do something like that. And there's no need to hold back between us. So can I have some green tea? So Belle says, honey. So Belle stammers shyly and nods. Okay, so green tea. And the reaction makes my heart flutter as I realize how my casually uttered phrase, so between us, is received.
じゃあなかったです。ダメですよ。お茶は私がご用意しますから。
Wait, so wasn't? No, so I'll prepare the tea for you. Wait, so please stop paying attention to me like that. So we are just equals. Mm-hmm.
ダメです。
Wait, so no good. So the problem is that I'm just a student. So don't treat me like a VIP or like an official person. And Belle, who has been chasing me, forces her body to twist in front of me.
引け目とかじゃないです。私だって。
Well, it's not like I'm being shy, so me too.
和樹さんのために何かしたいとか、気が利くと思われたいとか、そういう
So,
のあります。
do you want to do something for Kazuki-san? Or do you want to be seen as attentive? And there's something like that. So, do I want to do? Well, if you say that clearly,
今のはですね。
wait, so that's what you are talking about? Ha ha ha. Well, I can't help but ask. So, okay. How about I ask you?
はい。
Okay, yes. So the high-pitched sound from when I knocked in this room is back.
座っててください。
Okay, so please sit down then. Okay, so how much progress did Belleage make afterwards? So the silence is so quiet that I could hear the sound of someone taking a sip of green tea, and it gave me a sense of softness that's different from being stuffy. And you could say that I feel like I had exchanged a million words just by doing this. Okay? And it's like I can see right through the feelings. And it's like I can feel calm.
今日ありがとうございました。
Well then, so thank you very much. No. So it's okay. So don't say thank you. I came here because that's what I decided.
和樹さんはやっぱりとても優しい方です。
And like before, so Kazuki-san, after all, is a very nice person. Well, Belle,
とても自信に満ちていて、ご自分に厳しくて、周りの方々には当たり前みたいにお優しくて。
so he's very confident, strict with himself, and kind to those around him.
和樹さんの人柄を知ったら、みんな和樹さんを好きになると思います。
And I think everyone will fall in love with Kazuki-san once they know his personality. Wait, so you're lifting me up too much. So you're giving me too much praise. And Belle's mouth slightly smiles.
私、日本に来るのが夢でした。
So it was my dream to come to Japan, says Belleage.
そして、できたらこのままずっと日本にいられたらと思っています。
And if possible, I would like to stay in Japan forever. Is that so? But, so international students this time are still registered at their previous schools, and many are expected to stay for a short period, like 6 months. So eventually, these students like Belleage will have to go back to their old school in Stanhall, or the country of origin. So the same goes for Elise, but I've also heard that there are many daughters of considerable family backgrounds.
お父様やお母様からも私がしたいように未来を決めていいと言われています。
So my father and mother told me that I should decide my future however I want. So they let me make my choices. So I heard from Machiko that Belle's parents work in national politics too.
そうなんですけど、私、養子なんですよ。
So that's right, and I'm adopted. Okay. Hehehe. And even if I get laughed at, that's the point.
それが合わないとかは全然ないですよ。お父様もお母様もたくさんの愛情を私に注いでくださいました。
But anyways, so there's no such thing as a mismatch, and both my father-in-law and mother-in-law poured a lot of love into me. So they still cared for me like I'm their biological daughter.
二人の弟も私の大切な家族で、祖国は私の大切な場所です。
And my two younger brothers are also, let's see, my precious family, and my homeland is my precious place.
ただ、弟がいてくれるので、私はやりたいようにできるという話で。
And since my younger brother is here, I can do whatever I want. So I understand. Oh, so sorry. So I made you say something strange.
自分を変えたいって気持ちもあるんです。向こうでの私は周りに甘えてばかりでしたから。
Well, I also feel like I want to change myself. So over there, I'm also just being pandered to those around me.
ここでたくさんのことを学んで、いつかお父様やお母様、お世話になった皆さんにご恩返しをという気持ちもありますが。
So I learned a lot here, and someday I hope to repay my father-in-law, mother-in-law, and everyone who helped me. Well, there's no need to rush into making decisions about the future, right? So we're still students.
そうでしょうか。かもしれません。
So, is that so? Well, maybe. Well, I'll support Belle's positive efforts as much as possible. So please feel free to continue to rely on me. Okay, says Belleage. So Belle nods and slightly reaches out and touches my knee.
お友達。
So, friends?
自分への試練です。この国でお友達と呼べるような方ができて、憧れのこの国を心から大好きになることができたら。
So, this is a test for myself, and I hope I can find someone in the country that I can call friend and that I can truly love this country that I admire so much.
そうしたら、私はこの国に残りたいと、お父様やお母様に手紙を出そうと決めていました。
So, it's decided that I write a letter to my father-in-law and mother-in-law that I want to stay in this country. So, I want to stay in Japan. Well, that's a solid idea. But I'm sure...
ですが、お友達と呼べるような方はいません。
Well, I'm sure Belleage might make her adopted parents upset. It's like, well, you know, it's nice if you come and show your face to us once in a while, so we would like to have you back home. Okay, so for Belleage, it's like, well, I don't have anyone I can call as a friend. Wait a moment. So the words that are about to come out of her mouth are interrupted by her fingers.
私が心から信頼して、何でもお話できて、いつも一緒にいたいと思った方は、殿方だったんです。
So he's the person I trust with all my heart, the one I could talk about anything, and the one I always want to be with.
自分でもびっくりです。誰かを好きになるなんて、私にとっては物語の出来事のように思っていたのに。
So, I'm surprised too. I thought falling in love with someone is like something out of a story. Belle?
初めてお友達になろうって言ってくださった。その優しくて凛々しい王子様に、私は嫌ですって言うんです。
So, the first time he asked me to be his friend, I told him that I did not want... Oh, so I didn't want that kind and dignified prince.
お友達、嫌です。
So, I don't like the friend thing. So, a pipe chair rattles behind Belle.
気持ち、押し付けてごめんなさい。
Well, I'm sorry for forcing my feelings onto you. So, what is she doing? So, I caught Belle that jumped into my chest.
知ってます。私が簡単にあなたの特別なたった一人になれるわけないって。
So, I know, I can't easily become your special one.
だから私、待ってます。なんて言いません。
And that's why I'm waiting, so I won't say that. And once Belle takes a deep breath inside me, she jerks her arms around my back.
アピールするくらいならいいですよね。
So it's fine as long as you appeal to them, right? Hey, please, so don't make me the worst person. So you're making me look bad, and you're saying that I'm being very picky and I have high standards and I don't understand how a girl feels.
ご自分のことをそんな風に思っていらしたんですか？
So, is that what you thought of yourself? And Belle's palms slowly moved down her back in a stroking motion. Okay, so I think we are coming up to a partial H scene. So I'm going to skip this and we'll see how it goes on the other side. So, hold on for a minute. Okay, so I'm back and I'm at the beginning of the second portion that's exclusive to the Belleage option for the common/divergence route. So after the partial H scene, it goes right to the main portion where Kazuki hears a PA from his teacher, Kyoko. So, Hisawa-kun, I need you in the staff room right away. And I'm guessing that was where she told Kazuki that the king of Stan Hall is coming for a visit. So going past that, so we see that Belleage truly admires Kazuki, but at the same time, she's considerate. And she feels that she's not perfect for Kazuki. And it's like, I can't hold a candle to how kind he is. So I'm pretty sure that's where Kazuki gets to step in and welcome Belleage into his arms. So anyways, let's see how it goes for the second exclusive portion. So he's like, oh, so Belle, are you okay?
Kazuki-san? 生徒会のことでしょうか?
Wait, so Kazuki-san? Are you talking about the student council?
すみません。役員に任命していただいたのに、最近は全く生徒会に顔を出せてませんし。
I'm sorry. So even though I'm now an officer, so I'm the secretary, I have not been able to show my face to the student council at all lately. Well, okay, so you're doing your job well, and I did not call you for that. And after looking around and making sure no one is watching, I pat her head. Oh, so I'm just checking up on things, and it seems like you are in the club room, so you're in the manga club room.
そうなんですか? ではどうぞお上がりください.
So is that so? Well then, so please come in. Okay, so it is please come in. And I think
お休みです.
so I think they're having lunch together. So it's just tea. So the tea tastes even more delicious when I look at the adorable Belle holding the teacup with great care. So tea time! Or tea for two! However, I don't remember seeing anyone other than Belle, although she shows up every now and then.
いらしてますよ。本も一緒に作りましたし。
So are you here? And you also made a book together. Well, if you say that you made it, does it mean that it's ready to present? So it's ready to show to everyone else?
できました。合同の同人誌ですね。もう印刷の手配も済んでます。
So yes, so it's all done. It's a joint doujinshi, and we've already made arrangements to publish this, so printing. Oh, is that so? Says Kazuki. And with that in mind, Belle blushes as she looks at the manuscript occupying the table. So this is what it's going to come out to.
少し予算が余ったので、個人でコピー誌を作ってみたらどうかと先輩方に言っていただいたんです。
So I had some leftover budget, and my senpais suggested that I try making a copy magazine of my own. So what's a copy magazine?
書いたものをそのままコピーしてホッチキスで留めるんです。
So I just copy what I wrote and staple it together. But I'm sure that's not descriptive enough for Kazuki. Okay, so it's handmade. So handwritten notes. And on the contrary, it seems like a student like Dojinshi, well, I guess that's due to the budget situation of a famous private school. So I think it's like, well, I'm surprised that the school has enough money to make official publications. Well, then again, I don't think Dojinshi is official. But anyways, the actual situation of management is on fire.
これなら学園のコピー機をお借りすれば紙代だけで本を作れますし。
And with this, if you borrow the school's copy machine, you can make a book with just the cost of paper. Well, I'm sure the quality won't be that good, even if you put in photo quality paper. Because I'm pretty sure the printers that they use at the print shop, they have far better resolution. I see, so the number of pages seem to be high, but is the schedule okay?
題材を選ぶのも時間がかかりましたし、ページ数の制限がないとどうしてもあれこれ考えてしまってギリギリになるかもしれません。
So it took a long time to choose the topic, and if there is no limit to the number of pages, then I would like to think about it all. I might end up at the last minute. So I might add something in to fill in the blanks. So the school theme manga I helped out with before is probably a joint magazine manga. And in comparison, so the manga on the table looks much different in style with a dragon-like creature and princesses. Okay?
あまり見ないでください。まだ下書きなので。
So please don't look at it because it's still a rough draft. So it's embarrassing and I'm still editing it. So, is that good? And is that manga by Belle?
違いますよ。私たちの国に伝わっているおとぎ話を漫画にしてみたんです。
So not true. So I tried to make a manga out of a fairy tale that's been passed down in our country. But I'm sure that still fits the definition that Belle made it. So I based it on my history or some legend. So Belle groans and, while looking embarrassed, bundles up the manuscript and hands it to me. So the name of the manga is The Flying Princess of Kreluk. So it's a fairy tale, right?
はい。私たちの国に伝わる小さな頃に寝物語で読み聞かせてもらったのを思い出して。
Yeah, so it's a passed down story in our country, and I remember someone reading it to me as a bedtime story when I was small. So it's not a familiar story in Japan.
簡単に言うと、卵から生まれたお姫様がみんなに優しくしてもらったお礼に国の守り神になるって話です。
So, simply put, it's a story about a princess born from an egg who becomes the guardian deity of the country in gratitude for everyone's kindness. Okay. So, synopsis from Soba, I'm about to read.
他にも素敵なお話はたくさんありますけど、このお話が一番のお気に入りです。
Well, there are many other wonderful stories, but this one is my favorite.
とっても優しいお話なので。
And it's a very gentle story. And being told the general outline first actually makes me feel more relaxed. Okay, so I think this is not a bad story, per Kazuki. So I wonder why he's worried. But anyways, so the content is exactly as Belle said. So the story is about a princess named Leonora who is born from an egg and grows up, and whenever a problem arises, the king, his vassals, and the people will do their best to solve it. Okay? And if the princess got too fat, they would build an extra bed, and if her breath turned into flames, the walls in the castle would be removed to prevent fire from spreading. Well, I'm sure a better option is to put fireproof walls, because if it spreads, it's going to become worse. And the heartwarming dialogue had quite a humorous feel to it, and there's something about it that drew me in. So what is it? So wings have finally grown from my back.
そこから先はまだです。この後すぐ終わっちゃいますし。
So there's still nothing to do from here, and it'll be over soon after this. And if that's the case, I'm sure things will unfold quickly, right? So it makes me want to read a little bit more.
本当ですか？そう言っていただけると自信になります。
Really? So is it true? And I feel more comfortable when you say that. I would like to see more of that part where everyone tries to meet the princess's impossible task.
このお姫様、悪びれもしないし、危機感が全くないんですよね。読んでて嫌な気持ちになっちゃわないでしょうか。
So the princess has no remorse and has no sense of danger at all. So she's stoic. And don't you get a bad feeling when you read this? So isn't that good? And it's funny how we interact with each other, and in the end, we'll pay back all the kindness everyone has shown us, right? Maybe. So Belle stares at the manuscript for a while, forgetting to bring the teacup to her mouth.
よし、私やっぱりコピー紙作ります。
Okay, well then, so I'm going to make the copy magazine after all. So what happened?
本当は迷ってたんです。スケジュールも大変ですし、もう一冊作ってありますし、全くお金がかからないわけでもないですから。
Well, actually, I'm not sure. So the schedule is tough and I have another book in the works, so it's not like it's going to cost money at all.
でも、和樹さんに読んでいただいたら、急に欲が湧いてしまって。
But when Kazuki-san reads it to me, I suddenly feel a desire for it. Then there's no need to get lost. So I finished the half-finished manuscript I kept and returned it to Belle. So if it ends in such a half-hearted place, I cannot help but worry about it too.
オチはだいたいお教えしましたけど。
Well, I told you the punchline, so well, I guess not.
ですよね。
So, isn't it? Well, I'm sure you are worried about your schedule, but I'll take the time to help out if you need any help. So, Belle, please contact me on my cell phone if you need me.
でも、和樹さんは。
But, Kazuki-san? So, I'm saying that I want to help and I want you to take my meddling seriously.
はい。なら、甘えちゃいますね。
Yes, then, so I'm being spoiled, right? And her heart aches as she smiles so softly as if she's filled with joy.
和樹さん
So, Kazuki-san? So what's going on? So Belle stays still while I put my hand on her head and kisses her forehead. Ha ha ha, well, okay, I'm shy about this kind of thing.
そういうものですか？私は全然大丈夫だと思いますけど。
Is that what it is? I think it's totally fine though. So, what does it mean to be okay?
大丈夫だと思います。
So, I think it's okay. So, okay as is, says Belle. Or Belleage. No, so her eyes are swirling. So, wait, did I interrupt you too long? Well, anyways, so that's what it is, and I'll continue to come and check on you in between.
はい、待ってます。
Okay, so I'll be waiting. So was that too much? And the peaceful atmosphere disappears, and I feel nervous and restless even just being with her.
待ってください。すみません、失礼します。
Wait, so, please excuse me. Okay, so Belleage gives Kazuki a real kiss. And in an unexpected sleight of hand, Belle takes my hand with both of hers and kisses the back of it.
私もなるべく生徒会のお手伝いに行きますので、その折はよろしくお願いします。
Well, for me, I'll go help out at the student council as much as I can, so thank you in advance. Okay. Oh, okay, well, see you. Okay, so leaving the manga club room. So normally it's the guy who kisses the back of the hand. So it's quite the opposite today. And remembering Belle's dismay from earlier, I put myself aside and burst into laughter. Ha ha ha. And that's probably what it is. So I want Belle. So the day before the school festival. Okay, so that's the end of the portion exclusive to the Belleage option for the common and divergence route. So once again, I'll click all the way to the beginning of the individual character route for Belleage.
今から問題みんなそっかそっか、私もかな。
あ、いた。すみません、生徒会の皆様、少しよろしいでしょうか。
姫と乙女のやきもちラブ。
Okay, so this marks the beginning of the individual character route for Belleage. So Kazuki checks up on Belleage, and it looks like he's knocking on the doors to the manga club room. So it's like there's no reply. So this is the end of my Let's Play for this title, Hime to Otome no Yakimochi LOVE. So out of the 4 options, the Belleage option is my favorite. So I like how Kazuki is like this hero to Belleage, so helping her with manga and also getting accustomed to living in Japan. And on the other side, we see that Belleage is being considerate, so even though she admires Kazuki being this hero, she also wonders if she's worthy of being next to Kazuki. But looking at it from a bigger perspective, unfortunately, this is my least favorite title compared to the other Prince Sugar titles that I have on this channel. So compared to Hime-sama Love Life and Himekoi Sukurin. And it's because this title has a lot of drama and arguments. So Sara getting mad that Kazuki is with another girl, especially Elise. And it's made worse with the maid Marjolaine pushing Kazuki to take Elise with him. So the fact that your father was an ungrateful person, he gained lots of debt, and we, as the Kingdom of Stanhall, had to bail him out. So you, Kazuki-sama, have to repay back somehow. And for them, they felt that it was going to work out because Elise truly loves Kazuki and wants to be married right now. But at the same time, you can see that none of the people respected Kazuki's feelings. So now that I'm at the end, I can reveal why it's important that you pick the right answer when the second option pops up for that character. It's because if you pick the wrong answer, you get led back to the Elise option. So if you noticed, when I picked the Elise option, there's no second option. So it's kind of like her route is the default route. Or like I shall say, the bad end route. So anyways, moving forward, I don't plan on adding any more Princess Sugar titles to this channel. So this is the last one that is available on your smartphone, so iOS and Android, via Moi app or Hublots. And there is one new title that got released a few years ago, and that's called Princess Sisters. So I haven't played that title yet, and I know for this title and Hime to Love Life, there's like a fan disc for it, and I have not played either of those. But anyways, with that in mind, I'll see you on a future playthrough for a future game.